All the left and the media attack dogs can dish it out, can't they? But they sure can't take it. Last night, we played clips of NBA superstars LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and an ESPN host named Carrie Champion trashing Trump.
The number one job in America, the point of person, is someone who doesn't understand the people and really don't give a about the people.
I feel like our team as a country is not ran by a great coach.
It's not even a surprise when he says something. It's not even a surprise. It's like laughable. It's like
it's laughable.
It's laughable and it's scary.
But it's also scary because I shouldn't be numb to your racist comments.
Right.
I shouldn't be numb to your behavior.
I called those remarks barely intelligible, not to mention ungrammatical. And last night, which is difficult to dispute, and the left erupted. Slate's piece was titled, "In Insulting LeBron James, Laura Ingraham proves James' point about racism." Oh, okay. It accused me of, quote, something vile and racist. Almost all the stories accused me of dog whistle commentary, and many claimed my line that LeBron should shut up and dribble was racist. What? I wrote a book 15 years ago, fairly well-known, New York Times bestseller called Shut Up and Sing. And I've been using variants of that title to call out political celebrities for 15 years without regard for skin color, where you came from, what you do. By the way, including on this show. Without a single fact on your side, well, Jamie, all I can say is you're far from perfect. Oh, remember that movie with John Travolta? Now, I might not look to her for political analysis, but if I'm looking for a great pair of leg warmers, I'm calling her first. Hamill has been hammering President Trump on Twitter for months and now feels qualified to weigh in on net neutrality because of his long, distinguished career on screen in films such as Star Wars and Star Wars sequels. Kimmel's a millionaire who doesn't need CHIP or any other program to provide health care for his beautiful child. Shut up and sing, or shut up and act, or shut up and make us laugh every now and then. So I'm an equal opportunity critic when it comes to left-wing celebrities, sounding off on topics of which they know precious little. And as you can see, race has nothing to do with it. Joining me now to discuss are Nigel Innes, only known me for 20-something years, national spokesperson for the Congress of Racial Equality, and Burgess Owens, a retired NFL star. Good to have you both on. All right, Burgess, you can take it away. You know, these guys are big guys. They're incredibly talented on the court. But, boy, they can dish it out to Trump, use the F-bomb, call him, all sorts of names, say he doesn't care about people, all this stuff. But when I call them out for their insipid commentary, they immediately throw down the race card.
Well, Laura, this is the new norm for the left. When white conservative calls a black liberal clueless, they're called racist. If white liberals call a black conservative Uncle Tom, they're called enlightened. This is what these people do. They're bullies. They don't want to talk about topics. And I'll say this, the problem we're having now is we have too many, quote, leaders that are going from poor to wealthy, going to becoming elitists and skipping through what's called middle class. Middle class is where you find empathy, service, and understanding and relationship, and we're missing that. So all of a sudden these elitists are becoming our leaders as if they know everything, and they don't. So we have to put that in perspective and realize that these are athletes, these are entertainers, and look at them as entertainers and nothing more. They're not experts in anything else but dribbling and singing and running a football. That's it.
Niger, this was LeBron James it was this epic 2016 championship parade. Cleveland finally wins the championship. It was a big deal. He was having fun. There was a lot of families there. Let's watch.
Reason I believe like I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be like game 4 all over again. I'm like, we down 2-1 still. LeBron James makes 6 straight finals appearances. Well, James Jones made 6 straight as well. You had to be our anchor in the interior, and you looked at me like, man, you don't know me. Shut the up. I love all of y'all, and let's get ready for next year.
Wow.
Well, maybe he was having fun, but seriously. I guess, is that what?
Addicted to the F-bomb, huh?
Well, there's a couple F-bombs. I think it was an S-bomb, and, he was having fun, but, come on. I mean, it's just, act like a clown. I mean, he's done a lot of good stuff, like a lot of good charity work. But Well, if you're going to talk like that, you're going to act like that, and you talk like that about the President of the United States, I'll tell you something. If you're a white NBA player and you said that stuff that he said about Obama, you'd never play again.
Oh, no question about it. I think he called the President of the United States a bum.
Yeah.
You know, and used the F-bomb in describing him in that ESPN podcast as well.
Kevin Durant said the comment, shut up and dribble, is racist.
Oh, my goodness.
Today.
Well, you know,
very sensitive.
Well, here it is, the tail of the tape. We've got Kevin Durant, about 7'1" or something like that. And we've got
6'9".
And we got Laura Ingraham here at 5'6", 5'7", something like that. 5'7" with heels, maybe.
Thank you.
And and he's running away from you. I mean, that, you know, for guys that are winning NBA championships and have that kind of stature, it's a little.
Well, why do you throw
weak.
down the race card? Look, this is my point, Burgess. If you want to be a political pundit, you're coming on my court, okay? Let's do it. Let's have a real conversation about black unemployment. Let's talk about violence in the inner city. Let's talk about all the issues like school choice, and let's do it. Let's have. Don't think you're not going to get criticized if all you do is a drive-by hit on Trump and say he's no leader. You know he's
call him a bum.
If you're going to do it, then do it. Let's have a real conversation.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're not going to have a real conversation, Laura, because it takes thinking. It takes really trying to figure out the answers. I tell you, for instance, I might not agree with everything with Charles Barkley. I'm not sure. I have a lot of respect for that guy, though, because he's shown me that he cares more about his race and politics, more about his race and being popular. And these other guys, these elitists, these athletes, they have to deal with the real world. And I'll be honest with you. I came out of NFL after 10 years a flaming liberal. The antidote to that was taking my cocky liberal attitude, starting a business, failing, getting on my knees a bunch of times, realize I don't want to be liberal and I definitely don't want to be cocky anymore. That's what these guys end up having to do. And meanwhile, we need to find free enterprises. Let's make our heroes entrepreneurs. Those that get out and take a risk, serve, and find an answer to our solutions. Not these athletes who know how to run and throw a football and dribble a basketball. That has no real value to the real world and to our black community. So let's find the real deal, true entrepreneurs.
By the way, LeBron, I guess you call him King James, like the Bible? Okay. He put out a full-screen response, I guess kind of a response, which is kind of cute. It says, smiling through it all, can't believe this my life.
All right.
I guess who needs verbs?
There's a serious point here, though. I mean, these men are black men at a time that black men are going through, it seems like, an economic revival during the Trump years.
This is great.
With jobs and economic opportunity. The absolute worst thing for Kevin Durant to do is play a multi-million-dollar victim to poor Laura, to big bad Laura Ingraham. You are scary, Laura.
Yeah,
but you're not that scary.
Well, listen to some of the responses on Twitter today. This is always fun. Ellen Pompeo, she's on I guess she was on Grey's Anatomy. Is that still on the air? I never watched that show. Sorry. Someone tell this bee to meet me outside.
Wow.
I'm so not in the mood for playing nice or polite this week. Apparently she was nice and polite other weeks. I mean, there was so many of them you can't read, but they're unbelievable.
Well,
I mean,
can I say this? Can I say this?
Yes.
Can I say this real quick? One of the things that I can guarantee, these people have no idea about what's happening in our communities today. They have no idea that the unemployment rate is going down, that people are getting jobs and education is being changed. They have no idea because they're listening to these other Marxists and socialists that do not want our race to understand the truth. So we have to realize that the truth is coming through by people living their lives and it's been succeeding. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of that.
Great point. Remember, we had that Kehinde Wiley who did the portrait of Obama holding up the African-American depictions holding up white women decapitated and said it's sort of a play on the kill whitey thing. No criticism there, though. Guys, great to have you on. Thanks so much. And,
Thank you.
And we'll continue this, I'm sure, next week. I don't think it's going to die down.